आसमान को बादलों का साथ चाहिए, जमीन को फूलों का साथ चाहिए, मुझ जैसे छोटे से कलाकार को आप लोगों की तालियों का साथ चाहिए. Nice. Our first orientation of this program was very good. My dear brothers and sisters, may leave now. Thank you for this kind performance. अभी तो बस शुरुआत है, चलिए देखते हैं आगे आगे होता है क्या.
So moving on next, after hearing such wonderful Qiraat, shall we will be go in deep with this topic.
How about listening something that is perfect blend of science and Quran?
Wow, sound great. So let's call on the stage Asik Siddiqa from class 7 to deliver us a few words about science in Quran.
Welcome her with a huge thunder. So our next performer, please come on stage. We all are waiting for you.
That was really such a good speech. एक जोरदार ताली तो बनती है.
Respected Chairman Sir, Principal Sir, distinguished guests and dear audience, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Jahin Siddiqa and I am a student of Standard 7. Today I am honored to discuss a topic that bridges the world of faith and science. Science in the Quran. The Quran, the holy book of Islam, was revealed over 1400 years ago. Yet it contains numerous verses that touch upon natural phenomena and scientific concepts that were far beyond the understanding of people at the time. The Quran is not a science textbook. Its primary purpose is to provide guidance for humanity. However, within its verses we find references to the natural world, the creation of the universe, biology, embryology, the water cycle, and more. These references continue to astonish scholars, scientists, and believers alike, as many of these ideas align closely with modern scientific discoveries. Number 1. The creation of the universe. The Quran speaks about the creation of the universe in ways that are strikingly similar to modern cosmology. In Surah Al-Anbiya, chapter number 21 and verse number 30, it states, "Do not the disbelievers see that the heavens and the earth were a closed-up mass, and then we opened them out?" This verse aligns with the Big Bang theory, which suggests that the universe was once in a dense hot state and then expanded. The language of the verse hints at the origin of the universe from a singular entity that was split apart, a concept only discovered by the scientists in 20th century. Number 2. The development of human embryo. The Quran describes the stages of embryonic development with a surprising accuracy. In Surah Al-Mu'minun, chapter number 23 and verse number 12 to 14, we read, "We created man from an extract of clay, and then we placed him as a drop in a firm lodging. We made the drop into a clinging clot. We made the clot lumps, and we made the lump bones, and we covered the bones with flesh. Then we developed him into another creation." These stages are described in ways that align with the modern findings of embryology, even though detailed knowledge of embryology only emerged with the advent of the microscope centuries after the Quran was revealed. Number 3. The water cycle. The Quran describes the water cycle, a concept fundamental to environmental science. Surah Az-Zumar, chapter number 39 and verse number 21 says, "Have you not seen that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala sends down rain from the sky and makes it flow as rivers, streams? Then he causes crops of different colors to grow." This verse reflects the water cycle process, including rain, underground storage, plant irrigation, which modern hydrology studies in depth. Number 4. The role of iron. One fascinating example of scientific reference is found in Surah Al-Hadid, chapter number 57 and verse number 25. "We send down iron with its great military might and benefits for humanity." Modern astrophysics tells us that iron is formed in stars through fusion and reaches the earth by meteorites. The description of iron as something sent down aligns with the understanding that it did not originate on the earth. Dear audience, these examples are a few of many instances where scientific phenomena are referenced in the Quran. The relationship between science and Quran encourages us to discover, explore, and understand the world around us. It reminds us that faith and knowledge go hand in hand illuminating the mind and soul. Thank you very much, and Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Thank you so much. It was really wonderful hearing that. So on to next. Let's hear something funny and